The wrists also need to do a little bit of a hinge as well on the backswing. Hopefully you don't have to get too thoughtful with the wrist hinge. Also, like throwing a ball underarm, a good thrower just naturally hinges the wrists a little bit, nothing too contrived. They're thinking more of the elbow, and the wrist just naturally hinge a little. This is a good little way of getting an idea of the right type of wrist hinge, because potentially also with the wrists, if they do hinge the wrong way, that can throw the golf club also a long way off its correct swinging path. So a good way to get a feel for the right type of wrist hinges to do this. Hold the club out in front. We've got our grip organised, so the shaft of the club is just sitting horizontal to the ground. Now we'll actually have a look at some wrong type of wrist hinges first. I want you with your wrist just to hinge the wrists to your right so that the golf club moves to the right. We're not moving our arms, we're just allowing wrist hinge to the right. That there is an incorrect type of wrist hinge. If we hinge the wrists like that, and swing, we would have a badly angled club. It would be called a closed club face, and you'd hook the ball to the left of the target. This time, bring the club back to the middle. Now we'll hinge the wrists to your left. That there is also an incorrect wrist hinge. If you had that type of hinge in sequence with the shoulder turn and the arm swing, you'd have an open club face and you'd slice the ball to the right of the target. Now we'll bring it back to the middle and have a look at the right type of wrist hinge. This time I want the club to come vertically up towards your eyes just with the wrist hinge. You might be supple enough to bring the club all the way up to your forehead with the wrists. That's too much. We don't need that much wrist hinge. All we need is for the club to come from this horizontal position halfway up to the vertical position. That's the right type of wrist hinge and the right amount of wrist hinge. So it's just a subtle little movement there. That little hinge combined with the shoulder turn and the arm swing gets us into a nice neutral position where the club can naturally swing through the ball to the target.